Hey, welcome to Enduro 360. I'm your host, Chili White, you know, the guy on the video. So we're out here at Lucerne Valley today for the King of the Motos event. So this is, you know, the promoter of this big King of the Hammers rock crawler event said, hey, I'm gonna put up 10 grand. Got Jimmy Lewis to build a really gnarly course, and so and they got a lot of good riders showing up. And so I'm right here at the finish. I gotten some cool pictures of the finish, and I'm waiting for more riders to come in. It's obviously just been complete carnage out there. As I expected, Jarvis sort of ran away with the win, but he didn't lead till right at the very end of the day. Off the line, Kurt Caselli just nailed the whole shot. I mean, he went up the side of the mountain like a rocket, never put a foot down. He was out front a lot, had a couple of big crashes, I guess. Unfortunately, it was really difficult to see much here at the event. I'm lucky just to have caught a couple of sections. So late in the day, I was at pit number 2 with Chris and Patty Blaze, and they came through. Kyle Redmond actually was leading, had a pretty big lead. Jarvis was, actually Caselli was in second. Graham rolled in right behind him, but Caselli looked pretty whooped and his bike sounded really bad. Turned out he only went a little farther, and that was the end of his 450SX. Then at one point, and then later, Jarvis obviously got by Redmond. Redmond came in actually to this section we're waiting in, right here in this Big Rock Canyon, and he got lost, so we had to send him back around to come down. So Jarvis, Kyle Redmond, Destry Abbott. Destry rode solid all day. The fourth guy, I think, is from Montana, and now here comes number 5, and this looks like Cody Webb coming through. So this is perfect. Let's grab some video of Cody Webb coming into the finish. All right, Cody! Look at that, Jimmy Jarrett! Go Jimmy! 2 minutes of riding left.
That thing is so freaking gnarly. It's like you're coming up it, and then all the big rocks are dug out from like the Jeeps freaking burning out, getting stuck. Like I got to a point where I just freaking launched my bike up there, and I'd have to sit and freaking catch my breath for a minute.
The beta. Cody, you, what, 5th today it looks like?
Yeah.
5th on the course.
That's what they're saying.
How'd your day go?
It started out pretty well. I had a sweet line up the start and put me right in contention. And Kurt was just flying out there on the fast stuff. So I was just trying to keep in touch. And we got to the set, or I think it was the first gas stop, and I took a different line down through the rocks because those guys are all kind of like a bottleneck. And I kind of just was the first one to the gas and filled my bike up first and took off with the lead, and just tried pushing it there to get away. You know, Graham's a really talented trials rider, so he could definitely ride good in the rocks, but he seemed to be struggling in the fast-paced desert, so I wanted to build a lead there and maintain it to the finish. And Kyle and I were having really good battles back and forth, so that was real fun, you know. And unfortunately, I tipped over and put a hole in my radiator, and it kind of ruined my day, and I had to push my bike out of the canyon, and I hung out at the check for like over an hour, and my teammate Max Gersten showed up on his beta, and he was having overheating issues, so I kind of just snagged his radiator. We did some trail side swapping, and you know, I was determined to finish the race. I was pretty upset with what happened, and I'm glad I finished and got a top 5 surprisingly, even though I was out for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So,
something you'd want to do again?
Yeah, I'll be back next year if they have it. You know, I'm determined.
What's next on the race schedule for you?
I'm leaving next Monday. I'm going to Hell's Gate, and I'll have to be riding against Graham Jarvis again over there, but that's completely different. It's wet, it's a free velocity. Yeah. It's not a lot of fun. At least here you got some traction, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, Cody, thanks.
Thanks.